Ryan Anderson joined courts and in the front end of the back-to-back. What's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
So here's Las Vegas' starting group. We've got Sarr. Lonzo Ball is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Zion Williamson. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. Good D by Ball. Here's Lloyd, hounded by Morant. Shot's good by Lloyd.
The first of many tonight. Both teams. Have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Lloyd. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Pass to Williams. Here's Lloyd. He played a great game against San Antonio.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Here's Lloyd. Money on the 19-footer. Lloyd's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hartenstein finds Morant. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Tipped away. And he goes big. The dunk right over Ja Morant.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Primo. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Hartenstein with a screen on Williamson. Clock at 6. Here's Lloyd. Can they get it? Sarr pulls it in.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
To the paint. Here's Lloyd. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Primo, coming off a 12-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. And at the midpoint of the season, a great time to check out the power rankings. Gives you a good idea of how teams stack up. Taking a look at Seattle, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at Las Vegas, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would. Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
Yeah, and it's been ugly. I mean, really ugly. They need to find a way to get a few easy baskets to try to build some confidence and some momentum.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Lloyd. He's guarded by Hartenstein.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the Bucks call time here. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Las Vegas, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee far behind in the standings.
I think for the Bucks, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Lloyd. Oh, nice! Big finish! Man. Oh, out of this world reverse jam. Nice.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team. He's been an absolute non-factor, zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Lloyd, and stolen by Williamson. Here's Lloyd. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit, and he gets that one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
How about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And here's Morant. He's scoreless. Down low. Here's Lloyd to win the drought. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Man.
And he dunks it down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Lloyd, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. Here's Lloyd. And that one is stuffed right through.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Spins. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Love the spin move right there, but he couldn't quite gather himself for the shot. He may have spun himself dizzy out of the spin move.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Lloyd. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Sarr pulls it in.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Here's Lloyd, and he makes it on the layup. Lloyd's got 36 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Lloyd. Tries to break his ice. That one is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an air.
Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Wow. The athleticism on full display there.
Man, just incredible hang time.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360. And he certainly has some.
Batten on the wing. Shoots over Sarr. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Shots good by Lloyd.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Las Vegas shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
The line for the away team. Lloyd taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And so he hits both. And so Moran will bring it up for Milwaukee. Still without a basket in the game.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. It may very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Allen, he's checked in for Milwaukee. He hits the second from the line. Here's Las Vegas. Driving inside. Good. He hits again.
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history.
Yeah, next up on the list is Harden. And just like Harden, he is a determined scorer. When he gets on a roll, the defense is almost helpless.
Here's Bona. Off target with the 3. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system.
Oh, my. Big time right there.
Nasty.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Batten can't get it to go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lloyd. He got it again. Sensational.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And the Bucks making a change here. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Benton. They need this. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Lloyd. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. They set the screen. Here he goes. Pounded by Ball. Just 5 on the clock. And no good, trying to use the glass. Here's Lloyd. And good! There's another!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. The ball's knocked loose. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
And he clearly has been feeling it when he gets to that line. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And they're doing a great job of earning their trips to the line.
Well, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he can't get the first one. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Drives to the hoop.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The first one falls.
When you think about it, they're trailing in part because they're giving away too many trips to the charity stripe.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are concerned, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
29 seconds left in the first. To win the cold spell. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Pass to Benton. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen from Las Vegas?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
And it's Williamson with the ball for Las Vegas. Grab, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side, and it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
It's both from the stripe. Here's Benton. No points so far. And for Las Vegas, they've got Desmond Bane. Zion Williamson out there with Sarr. Then it's Ball. And there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's Morant. Money from the wing.
Opting for the quick shot there. Morant trying to outpace the defense.
And for Milwaukee, we've got Delano Banton. He's out there with Wagner. And it's Morant in at the 2-guard spot.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the strike. Here's Milwaukee coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Here's Lloyd. Banked it in off the glass. Lloyd's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Here's Lloyd. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. The Bucks second.
These two teams have a great flow offensively over the last month. Always moving the ball and finding open teammates. Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Wagner with a screen on ball. Pass to Benton. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
The Bucks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter.
At home and get some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line
for Milwaukee, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And that one good.
He could have walked to the basket.
Here's Lloyd. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And it's good. 2 points.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Lets it fly. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. For Las Vegas, they've gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start in the second. And the bucket is good.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Pass to Benton. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Here's Lloyd. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. That one falls.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Morant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Off the mark there with a 3. For Las Vegas, they've gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Shots good by Lloyd.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Wagner with a screen. Here's Benton. Shots blocked.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And the shot's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Morant. Pass to Benton. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Right side Morant. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Lloyd. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Allen on the wing. Pass to Primo. Back to Morant. From outside the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Lloyd. Misses in close.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Now here's Hartenstein to the wing on the left. Outside Morant. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
15 foul. At the line for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one. Williams is checked in for Allen. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Ooh, poked away. Here's the break. Here's Lloyd. Another one falls. Amazing. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Blocked. They retain possession. Tries again. Oh, connects again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. 3rd in field goal percentage, and they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And you brought up their number 2 assist ranking. Their attitude is that the offense has to involve everyone on the floor. The ball's always moving. No one standing around. The Bucks shooting 35% in the second so far. Morant with it. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Primo. Misses the 3. Here's Lloyd. Another bucket. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Morant. Williams on the wing. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. Launches it. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Sarr's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. He's still feeling it. And another one.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Morant against Bane. Outside Morant. Hartenstein a screen. The 3 is up. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Oh, just much more assertive offensively in the second quarter. He's putting pressure on this defense and earning trips to the line.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Lloyd. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Primo passes to Morant. Right side, Williams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Primo. Will it go? And he can't get that one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Now here's Morant. Williams on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Here's Lloyd. Goes. Up and lays it in nice and easy.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Morant looking around. Williams a screen on Bane. Here's Primo. 3-pointer, no good.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Pass to Williams to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Banton. A 14th, yet another steal from him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Got a piece of nabbing another steal.
Yeah, he's been an absolute thief on the floor tonight, robbing them blind.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And it's Morant with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Williams to the paint. Outside for Morant. Outside, Williams. Here's Hartenstein, and it's rejected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Rollins, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Number 9, Ryan Rollins.
Uh, 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Lloyd. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
You can hurt yourself with moves like that.
It's worth it if you can pull it off, though.
You know, that's exactly what the fans love to see, guys. I mean, they're paying good money, big money. They want wins, but they also want to be entertained.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Count it.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
And so it's Las Vegas, making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Leading the charge for this squad, man. Hey, Shaq, he's not only scoring well, he's impacting everything in all areas of the floor. Ernie, what an amazing guy, and his consistency has been unbelievable.
Now, he definitely has the respect and trust of his teammates. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for Vegas.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the floor for Las Vegas, we've got Ball. Sarr out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Desmond Bane.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside, Williams cuts off the pass. Here's Lloyd. Non-stop scoring machine right here. The shot's good.
they just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, he swipes the ball away again.
He just does not let up. Constant ball pressure, and now he's broken his own record, a new number for the second most steals in a game.
Just a fearsome presence defensively. Always bringing pressure and very crafty, hunting those opportunities to poke it loose, get out and run. For Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Lloyd's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Morant with it, guarded now by Ball. Lloyd. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Lloyd. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team, Lloyd.
Here's Morant. He's got 6. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Pass to Primo. He can't hit that time.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Lloyd. That one drops for him. Lloyd's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Primo. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Morant with it. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot over Bane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Las Vegas. They're on a 13-4 run. Driving in. Count that bucket.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Pass to Primo. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Lloyd. Hits yet again. Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Ben, he's checked in for Primo. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bane against Morant. Here's Banton. Kept alive. Here's Hartenstein. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Knocks it loose. Yet another steal from him.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Banton on the wing. Looking to get it going. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. These are his first free throws of the game.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Las Vegas. Here's Lloyd. Count it.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And another miss by Milwaukee. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Good on the bucket. Here's Benton. 5 points in the game. Outside, Williams. That one doesn't drop.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Driving inside, uses the glass to finish the layup.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
And there's the lob. It's stolen. They push it up 4 on 3. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards. And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so Moran will bring it up for the Bucks. Down low, looking to end the run. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 11. He got it again! Sensational! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Moran. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Pass to Benton. Fires the 3. No luck on that one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Fires from deep. Knocked away.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Hartenstein with a screen on ball. Left side Williams. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Batten on the wing. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he banks in the layup. Batten's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
That one goes in.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Lloyd. And the layup is good.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Outside Morant. Hartenstein with a screen on Bane. Pass to Benton. From downtown, Sarr pulls it in.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And down it goes. 2 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah. Here's a...
Milwaukee with the ball.
No. I'll just text him.
Here's Bona. Back to Banton. Fires the three. Can't get it to drop. Here's Lloyd. Allen defending. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Poke loose. Here's Lloyd. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the away team.
Inside, here's Bona. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Shot's good by Lloyd.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
And there's the screen. Pass to Bona. Here's Banton. The three. That shot off the mark. Here's Lloyd. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Banton. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Lloyd. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. And Milwaukee has possession. To the middle. Here's Bona. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Williamson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Lloyd. A shot from the low post is good.
Lloyd.
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Their offense has really come together, Grant.
It really has, and the points are adding up.
And that one's good. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Takes it inside. Good! That's another bucket!
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we've watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Here's Banton. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Williamson's got rebound number 8 now. Floats one. Shot's good by Lloyd. Milwaukee with the ball. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Banton. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Banton's got 5 points now this quarter. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot's good by Lloyd. Here's Banton. He's got 9. Outside Morant. Back to Banton. 4-3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Here's Lloyd. And good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Puts up a three. That one no good. And so it's Las Vegas, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. A big difference in shooting percentage. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Here's Lloyd, covered by Williamson. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got his 16th rebound on the night. And for Las Vegas, ball is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Sarr.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Benton. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide. There's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
These defenders really...
He swipes the ball away again.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Lloyd can't get it to go. For Las Vegas, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Oh, connects again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
PA, it feels like he can't miss.
Murray's checked in for the Bucks. Morant comes in for Rollins.
Lloyd, shooting one.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Nabbing another steal.
Ball handlers beware. Ferocious defensive intensity, and he's broken his own record. We've got a new all-time high for steals in a game.
Boundless energy, always on the prowl, and just a nightmare for opposing players to reckon with on a nightly basis. But tonight has been special. Timeout called, Milwaukee. To win the run. And good.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
For Las Vegas, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Got it.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Unable to get that one.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And the shot goes in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Inside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Primo's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Payne against Morant. From behind the arc. The shot that time not on target.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. And that's another turnover for them. They just can't seem to keep a hold of the ball. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Thursday, then on Saturday.
And looking at the Vancouver matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Wagner's checked in for Milwaukee. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
That's tipped. Pass to Williamson. Here's Lloyd. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Yet another steal from him.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end. Hounded by Ball. To get back on track. And here's Morant outside. The shot no good. Here's Lloyd, hounded by Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Ja Morant picks one up.
At the line for the away team.
And he drops the first. Milwaukee making a switch here. Sims is checked in. So he gets them both. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, BA.
Here's Lloyd. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Right side Morant. Pass to Rollins. Launches a 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the step back. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Lloyd. Another one goes. Incredible.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And it's Morant with the ball for Milwaukee. Pass to Rollins. Back to Morant. Here's Rollins. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around. Come on. Didn't the double clutch look a little Jordan-esque?
Williams is checked in for Murray.
For the away team, Lloyd, 1 shot.
Milwaukee has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Lloyd. And the layup is good off the glass. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Hartenstein with a screen on Bane. And it's Morant missing. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And it's good. He hits another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Hounded by Ball. Here's Rollins. Hartenstein with a screen on Williamson. Williams passes to Rollins. Clock at 4. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. On the take, Lloyd uses the glass on the layup. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Boy, I tell you what, with each miss, you can just see the frustration building in him.
2 points. That one goes.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Here's Milwaukee. Now Morant to the left side wing. Rollins, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Lloyd, yep, count it.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
And here's Morant to stop the run. It doesn't go for him. Here's Lloyd, hounded by Morant. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Pass to Williams. Out left to the wing. Rollins passes to Morant. Hartenstein a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Here's Lloyd. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
Ball's got 7 assists in the game. Here's Milwaukee to the inside. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's. Here's Lloyd. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here's Lloyd. Cash money on the open jump shot. Lloyd's got 4 points this quarter. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Here's Lloyd. Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Lloyd. Deflected. Here's Lloyd. And he dropped. It in from the low post. And here's Milwaukee now. Here's Primo. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Morant. To the paint. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Lloyd. Banked it in off the glass. A minute 31 left in the game. Morant against ball. Pass to Morant. From the arc. Lloyd can't get it to go. Here's Las Vegas. And he drives in. Lloyd uses the glass to finish the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
They've been in a great rhythm as of late.
And they really want to continue this run as long as they can. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Outside Morant. Here's Lloyd. Looking to end this cold spell. Can't hit that one.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs. Using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
I certainly hope not.
Shooting for the away team, Lloyd. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Lloyd, hounded by Morant. Again! What an avalanche!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Williams from long range. Off target with the shot. So it's Las Vegas picking up the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And time now to present our player of the game.
quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm glad it's night. So the light from the sun would not burn me on my when I shoot the moon. High jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure on the subject. You sure? You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll in detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't but remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, man. These girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part, play your part.
The choosing lover never. Drive a compressor, top notch, get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the $40 in the club. Up the game, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000, I'm pulling billions off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some wanna choose, but them is too scary. You chose me, you ain't a, you a.
Time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you. You've never seen the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman. That ain't my style. Need a real street. Walk a green mile. We piling up the paper on the dining room table. Cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with guys, this is a game we've had circled on our calendars.
2 of the hottest teams in the league. They've been playing terrific of late. I'm looking forward to this one, partner.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Naz Reid out there with Whitehead, and it's Law in at the point. Pass to Reid. No good with the layup. Here's Lloyd. From downtown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
From the arc. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Law, the pass to Reid. Here's Whitehead. Now McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. First quarter, just over a minute played. And that one's good. Boy.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Long kicks to McDaniels. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Got a hand on it. Here's Lloyd. McDaniels defending. Drills it from outside. Lloyd's got 12 in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pass to Law. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Will it go? That's tipped. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. No problems knocking that one down. 15 points in the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Whitehead. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
Reed kicks to Edwards. Ball with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Here's Edwards, and blocked by Payne. Here's Lloyd. McDaniels defending, and that one's good. Good boy.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Law. Still yet to score. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Song. Takes the three. And another three for Las Vegas.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Reed with a screen on ball. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Picked by Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Law dishes to Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that one's good. Boy.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Edwards against Payne. Here's Whitehead, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Edwards looking it over. The layup missed. Here's Lloyd. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Lloyd. Good. Another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Puts up a 3, and again for 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep beating him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Edwards. He has yet to score. McDaniels kicks to Law. Reed with a screen on Williamson. It's tipped. Here's Lloyd. Non-stops yet another bucket.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Whitehead. Back to McDaniels. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. There's the triple. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Tipped away. One-on-one fast break. Fires away from way outside. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Here's Lloyd. And yet another basket.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Raleigh is tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. Here's Law. He's covered by Ball. It's deflected, and they get it back. Here's Whitehead. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
McDaniels finds Reed. Shot clock at 6. Here's Law. He's covered by Ball. And it's blocked.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's Lloyd. Good, he hits again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Pass to Whitehead. Picked by Reed. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Lloyd. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Outside Edwards. It's deflected. Here's Lloyd. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Pass to Reed. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Law. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And good! There's another. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Here's Law. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Pass to Whitehead. McDaniels with the bounce pass. Here's Reed. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And so it's Las Vegas. With a huge lead at the break, safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here is Edwards. No scoring in this one. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Anthony Edwards. Jackson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Turner. And it's Kane in at the point. Last game for Las Vegas, they picked up the W against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's Lloyd. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. On the wing, Mitchell. Edwards inside. Working on Williamson. Edwards can't hit. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Jackson with it. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Clippers. 9 feet out. Jump shot is good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention, Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Minnesota making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Here's Lloyd. And again for 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the point. At the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Stevens has checked in. For Las Vegas, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in this. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Outside Jackson. Mitchell in the corner. Outside Edwards. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success. I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Edwards, and it's denied. They recover it. And stolen by Williamson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Lloyd. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Stevens, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Las Vegas. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring...
Again, what an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Edwards dishes to Jackson. Turner with the screen. Jackson with it. Now defended by Baines. And there's Jackson on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists now tonight. Lloyd. And the 3 off target.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Edwards, good. Edwards got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Jackson. Out to Edwards. Back to Jackson. Goes back up. Mitchell outside. Turner with it. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Edwards.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable
and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim. Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Pass to Law. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Here's Law. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Sarr's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Whitehead. Back to Jackson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Lloyd. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Lloyd. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Law. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Edwards. And it's blocked.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Turner with a screen on Ball. Inside. Pass to Edwards. Outside Turner. To the middle. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Here's Whitehead. To the inside. Another shot. Jackson misses.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside Turner. Outside Jackson. Pass to Law. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
The Ant-Man is in the house. Mr. Anthony Edwards making it look easy.
Takes a 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Law. Nothing on the board. Jackson with it. Now defended by Sarr. And stolen by Sarr. And they'll get another chance. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Turner. Here's Law.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Law, the pass to Whitehead. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. Outside Jackson. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And another three for Las Vegas.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Fires the three. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside Jackson. Payne against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Timberwolves passing it around. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Good. Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Count it. Jackson's got 12 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Lloyd. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Outside Jackson. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Lloyd. Three-pointer. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's Las Vegas, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up. But first, let's rank the most powerful dunkers of all time.
There's only one name on that list.
The late, great Darryl Dawkins, man.
Dominique?
Me, but those aren't bad guesses.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for Vegas.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Minnesota with the ball. We've got Williamson. Desmond Bane out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Sarr, and it's Lloyd in at the small forward position. Unloads again with the block.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Whitehead out there with Reed. And it's Law in at the point guard. Edwards with the screen. Here's Whitehead. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Long kicks to Edwards. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Williamson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Las Vegas shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And here is McDaniels. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Lloyd. Capitalizes off the crossover. Lloyd's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Whitehead. Now McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Las Vegas shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. Now Edwards. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging... just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Lloyd, another bucket. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Edwards. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Whitehead. Tries it from 9. Misses off the right iron. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 20-4 run. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Pass to Reed. They double him with Song. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Here's Lloyd. Oh! And that one is stuffed right through.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lloyd, and good! He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Reed with the screen on Bane. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bane. Edwards against Bane. Steps back and fires. Edwards, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure. To the paint. Here's Law. Got a piece of it. Back to Edwards. Down low. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. This one for 3. Yet another bucket.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring. To the wing right side. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. They need this one. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Sarr's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Lloyd. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for McDaniels. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reed with a screen on Bane. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Here's Edwards. Blocked again.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Shot clock at 5. Looking to end his cold spell, and Sarr pulls it down.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Bane against Edwards. To the middle. Law the pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Edwards got 6.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
And that one's good, boy.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Edwards. The 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Pass to Law. Fires for three. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All connects again.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Pass to Reed. Inside, Jackson. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Ball's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he goes in for the dunk.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Law. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Law. To end the run. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Baines got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Lloyd.
Oh! You got to be kidding.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. And the dunk by Jackson.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Lloyd. That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Bane pulls it down. Baines got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires the three. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Pass to Whitehead. Reed with it. And that one drops for him. Reed's got 4 points this quarter. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Lloyd. Connects again from distance.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Minnesota making a switch here. Minnesota calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Mitchell a screen on Ball. Back to Reed. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 4 on the clock. On its way from Turner for 2. And so it's Las Vegas holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a 3-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
They've got Sarr. Lonzo Ball out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Williamson. And it's Lloyd in at the 3 spot.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Looking to get it going. The kick out to Aldridge. And Sarr pulls it down. So it's Las Vegas now. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Jackson. Got a piece of it. Bane with the steal. Here's Sarr. Makes it off the glass. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Las Vegas.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Back to Jackson, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you've got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Aldridge. Got a hand on it. Here's Lloyd. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Edwards. And nothing is falling for him right now. Las Vegas has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead. He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Into the lane. Clock at 6. Mitchell in the corner. Launches it. Edwards, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Jackson. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning. What great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Lloyd. Good. Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Edwards passes to Aldridge. Williamson against Jackson. Here's Edwards. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
And that one's good, Lloyd.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Aldridge finds Mitchell. Back to Aldridge. Outside for Jackson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Lloyd. Covered by Mitchell. From 20 feet out, again, Las Vegas scores.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jackson kicks to Aldridge. Outside, Edwards. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Williamson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Launches from deep. And that one's good. Boy.
All night. He just won't let up.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Las Vegas. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good. Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Williamson with the bucket.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Williamson from long range. And another three for Las Vegas.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come...
There's another block.
Another swat, and he has been a force on defense all game long.
Greg, he is now tied for second all-time for most blocks in a game.
And to think that we'd have 15 blocks when this game started, tied with Shaq for second most all-time, and it has been a performance worthy of being alongside the Big Diesel.
Law the pass to Reed. Now here's McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
There's Williamson with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williamson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, when Zion is hitting jumpers, it's almost unfair.
Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Sarr. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Law. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
To the inside. Here's McDaniel again with the block.
And that block will push him into second on the leaderboards for most blocks in a game.
You know, I don't know why they keep challenging him and trying to shoot over him. Greg, he is just dominating defensively.
I still can't believe that he's turned away 16 shots this game. That's more than some players get in a season. He's passed Shaq's mark of 15, and his next block ties him for first all-time for most denials in a game.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Reed the pass to McDaniels. Here's Law. Picked by Reed. A second chance effort. Law misses. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And finished off by McDaniel.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Bane. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bane's got his first bucket of the night.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Reed to the middle. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Ooh, that's right in the face of the D.
You know, he dealt with the pressure like it was nothing. And good, there's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Edwards kicks to Law. Back to Edwards. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Las Vegas.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Offensive rebound. A shot by McDaniels, no good. It's been a very successful stretch for him.
I mean, you are so right. This is quite a run they're on.
And they recover it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lloyd. Hits it from three-point range.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Misses the shot. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game.
When your age don't exist, man, I swear my pick them up, then I set them in cold water, then I order someone to bring them. Hope they take the pain away from the feeling that he felt today. You know when you're part of Section 8 and you feel like no one can relate, cause you are a loner. Endorphins make you stronger. I'm in the house party of my generation. black as water. Never no pancakes in the kitchen, man. Not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is but the end. Gives a we never do listen unless it comes with an 808, a melody and some PlayStation and some technology bumping. So looking around and all I see is a big crowd that's product of me, and it probably relatives relevant for a rebel stream. Yep, her president is black, she black, purple label on her back, but that dab is like blue. She straight to the head, then she look at me, she got ADHD. 8 to the face, God, 12 in the case, God, then the halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it. And then she started. And then she started the stuff like no one else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, oh I rap, baby. How old are you? She say 22, I say 23. Okay, then we are babies. Why you say that? She said, where my drink at? I'ma tell you later, just tell your neighbors. Relax, I stood up, shut the blind, closed the screen, Jumbotron, made to the back where she reside. Then she said, read between the lines. Yep, hope that I get close enough when the lights turn down. And the fact that she just might open up when it start to drown. Her body and I know the both of us really deep in the mood now. It's nothing we can do now. Somebody walk in with her. Oh, that Bay Area. She looked at me, then looked. Had it, then she grabbed it, then she said, get it understood. You know why we babies, because we born in the 80s. That ADHD crazy. 8 to the face, 12 in the case. God, the halfway. God got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it.
The starters for the visiting team. At guard, Lonzo Ball.
The season winding down here. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
So here's Las Vegas' starting group. We've got Sarr. Desmond Bain is out there with Ball. Then there's Zion Williamson, Aldridge. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And good recognition there from Trey. It's part of his role. He's got to find open guys.
And Las Vegas, another three.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Young. To the inside, Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Driving to the basket. Count the basket. Lloyd's got 8 points.
Always playing heads up as Lonzo tries to find the open teammate.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 4-point game.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
And that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Here's Lloyd. There's the drive. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Las Vegas shooting their first free throw of the night here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And here's Young, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Lloyd can't get it to go.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Young looking for an opening. To the middle. Tipped. Here's Lloyd. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Kennedy. Young against Ball. Up top, Young. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Blocked! Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. And Las Vegas, another three. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Las Vegas?
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
To halt the run with the drive, and is blocked. Here's Lloyd. And Las Vegas, another three.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And they... Pick up two. Aldridge has got 6 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy. Down the way.
Wow. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Las Vegas. Lyles a screen. Pass to Aldridge. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. And it's Aldridge again missing. Las Vegas leading by 16. Williamson passes to Sarr. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Ball. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Aldridge outside. From 9 feet, it's tipped. They recover it. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Aldridge. Aldridge missing again.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Inside. Shot to stop the run. And Aldridge with the slam.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
Here's Lloyd. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the score by Las Vegas. Aldridge misses. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Lloyd. Second chance shot. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. So the Nets making a switch here. Wright's checked in. And in that March stretch. Some interesting things going on in the East. You look at Las Vegas, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And, of course, there's the Nets. They're currently the 8th seed.
Checking out Las Vegas, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go. Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Down low. Here's Kennedy. Still no points. Pass to Wright. With the 10-footer. No good. A bit long that time.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And Young has got the ball here for the Nets. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Las Vegas shooting their second and third shots at the line here. First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, the Nets shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Here's Wright. No good with a layup. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Sinks it from distance. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Wright. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williamson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now here's Young. Thomas outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lyles. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ball. Hits it from the high post. He's got 9.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Kennedy. It's Wright on the wing. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. That makes them 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
To the inside. Right. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Minot's checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming onto the floor for your Knicks, number 20, Josh Minot.
Outside Young. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team. Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
And so Ball nails both of them. Here's Young. Yet to see a basket. They set the pick. To the middle. Pass to Wright. Clock at 6. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Here's Lloyd. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Pritchard. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Minot. Here's Kennedy. Here's Pritchard. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Young, following the score by Las Vegas. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Wright. Deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Knox, he's checked in for Trae Young.
For your Knicks, number 27, Sean Knox.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Here's Wright. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Knox, the pass to Pritchard. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Wright. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Knox. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Over Bane. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so it's Las Vegas, and they're up and in. About going into the break, and their three-point shooting a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen from Las Vegas?
was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the floor for Las Vegas, Desmond Bane is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Sarr.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's Wright on the wing. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Shots good by Lloyd.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Knox, still without a bucket. Pass to Kennedy. Here's Wright. Looking to get back on track. Hit his foot. The official saying it was kicked. So the Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in.
Number 35, Donnie Aldridge.
Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Aldridge outside. Here's Kennedy. And the 3 off target. Las Vegas has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Shots good by Lloyd.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Nets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Pritchard. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw is good. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Here's Lloyd. He takes it in, and again.
Yeah, only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list.
It's himself and James Harden. And from there, only Kobe, MJ, and Wilt are ahead of him. Wilt may be hard to track down, but he's got the others in his sights.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Minot. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Las Vegas, they've gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Shots good by Lloyd.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And Las Vegas, another 3.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Knox. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Shots good by Lloyd.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Oh, another one falls.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Here's Knox. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Here's Kennedy. There's another block.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. Shot's good by Lloyd.
He's dropping the 3-ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Here's Knox, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Pass to Minot. Here's Knox. Now Aldridge. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Lloyd. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Brooklyn making some changes. Thomas comes in for Knox. And it's Trae Young in for Pritchard. And it's Kennedy missing. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll wrap up the short 2-game road trip.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Thomas outside. Aldridge outside. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And when we take a look at the box score from that game, one of the first things that you'll know. Notice is the number of turnovers they were able to force.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Forrest is checked in, and he lobs it up. That shot missing. Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. Good. He hits again.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Inside. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 6 assists here tonight.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Aldridge. Tipped. Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. From deep three-point range, Lloyd can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Forrest, the pass to Aldridge. Here's Minot. Pass to Aldridge. Lets the 3 fly. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of...
Impressive!
Wow!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the...
He got his timing down.
Talk about making your presence felt.
Man, just never gets old watching him fly like that. What a unique talent he is. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
And just hold...
Oh, man, just
gets
packing
you
you down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play. Right now playing with tons of intensity.
Misses the layup. Here's Las Vegas. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like.
First personal foul.
On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Young. No points yet. It's right on the wing. They still need this. And rejected.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And the shot goes.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Brent, one area where Zion Williams, he blocks it again.
He's now tied for third most blocks for a game.
Boy, a night to remember. And again for three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
Oh, it's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. Here's Hansen, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, for a shorter guy, he's got major ups. I mean, able to throw it down over defenders twice his size, incredible. Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
There's a minute 54 left in the second, and it's right missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Young, the pass to right. Looking to end this cold spell. There's another block.
What a dominant defensive performance from him.
Man, he makes it look so easy. And that block moves him into third place for most blocks in a game. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Now Young, yet to see a basket. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. He blocks it again.
And he's tied the all-time record for blocks in a game.
Defensive dominance on an historic level.
In 1973, the first year they tracked blocks was when this record was set, and that 17 mark now has company.
Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. Count it. Good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Here's Kennedy. He's scoreless. Outside Young. Payne against Thomas. To the inside. Aldridge. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Payne's got rebound number 7 tonight. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And got it! Another basket!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. With some arc. Young can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's Las Vegas. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense. Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipients. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Well-deserved award. You look at the numbers, he's doing a little bit of everything out there.
That's what you look for at the small forward position, an all-around impact on the game. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Do you want me to throw this cup away because I think this is a reusable one?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We've got Trae Young. He's out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Aldridge in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Good on the shot.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting 2.
Good on both. Well, the Nets shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Aldridge. Young with it. Thomas with the ball, guarded by Bane. Thomas passes to Aldridge. 4 on the clock. Here's Young. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Lloyd. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Young, the pass to Kennedy. Young against Ball. Young can't hit.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part, it's bringing down the whole squad.
And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he
connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit?
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Pass to Kennedy. Down low. Again with the block.
And he's done it. A new single-game record for blocks.
Solidifying his status as one of the greatest rim protectors of all time.
A place in the history books. He's surpassed Elmore Smith's mark set way back in 1973.
And here's Thomas. To the middle. Kicks it out to Aldridge. Inside. And Aldridge with the slam.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. Counted. Lloyd's got 16 in the second half.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Lloyd.
Oh, man.
Oh! Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's Kennedy. Thomas outside.
Oh, what a pass. Those 2 read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Into the lane. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Aldridge outside. Here's Kennedy. There's a screen by Aldridge. Back to Thomas. Pass to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Ball's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Lloyd. The long-distance 3 is buried.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Thomas outside. Here's Kennedy. Young, the pass to Thomas. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Lloyd. And he gets it to go. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Las Vegas.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Oh, clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
15 seconds. At the line.
The first one falls.
Lloyd, shooting 2.
And so he hits both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
The Nets have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Young with it. No made baskets yet. Here's the teardrop. There's the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Kennedy. Thomas outside. Now here's Aldridge. Thomas passes to Aldridge. There's Young with the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Back to Aldridge. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Wright's checked in for Aldridge. Young, the pass to Kennedy. Here's Wright. Got a hand on it. Here's Lloyd, hounded by Wright. Oh, connects again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Las Vegas has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Another one goes. Incredible.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Thomas outside. To the inside. Will it go? And it's Wright missing. Las Vegas has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
4th team foul. At the line for the away team, Lloyd, shooting 1.
And for the Nets, they're shooting only 23% so far. Pass to Kennedy. Now here's Thomas, guarded by Bane. Here's Wright. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Young, the pass to Kennedy. Now here's Wright. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty. If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And he's going for the lob. Oh! And it's Wright missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Well, the Nets shooting a low 29% since halftime. Pass to Kennedy. Back to Young. He got a piece of it.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
That one goes. Count it.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Thomas outside. Right outside. Thomas outside to the paint. The steal. Here's Lloyd. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Here's Ball. And he sinks the 11-footer.
Alonzo does a good job there of creating the space, which helps him to settle in to that mid-range attempt.
Down low. Here's Wright. There's another block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending... That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Ball against Young. 51 seconds left in the third. Wright drives it. And miss after miss right now.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Young. Right outside. Here's Kennedy. 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. And it's Wright missing. Here's Lloyd. Thomas defends. Shot's good by Lloyd.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And so it's Las Vegas. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them. And as we come back, how about the record-setting block performance we've seen?
Just an incredible night on defense. It feels like he's blocking every shot. We're all witnessing greatness, and this is one for the record books.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. On the floor for Las Vegas, we've got Zion Williamson. Lonzo Ball is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Sarr, counted from distance. Bane's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Bane. And stolen by Bane. Here's Lloyd. another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to right. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce. I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
And the Nets shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Here's Wright, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's Lloyd, hounded by Wright. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Shot's good by Lloyd.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. On defense, the visiting team. And Pritchard, here we go. Pass to Minot. Back to Pritchard. Here's Wright.
Wow. Since the break, he has struggled to get going.
Missed inside. The three from Bane. Buries it from three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's the break. Here's Lloyd. Here's Sarr. Here's Lloyd. Let's go with a three. And again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Here's Pritchard. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Wright finds Aldridge. Back to Wright. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle to stop the run. And the nice layup by Young.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
From deep, Sarr. And Las Vegas, another three.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Pass to Wright. It's Wright on the wing. He blocks it again.
Swatting shots away with ferocity.
He is not messing around in this one. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Tipped away. On the break. It's stolen. And he's got a 5-by-5. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. And here's Young. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Lyles, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Knicks, number 28, Clifford Lyles.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Pass to Pritchard. Inside. Here's Aldridge. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. Here's Lloyd. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Good! Another from three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
To the inside. Here's Aldridge. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Here's Lloyd. Connects again from distance.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game.
Give them credit for cashing in on the turnovers they've caused.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up to Brooklyn. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, and again for three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Pass to Minot. Now Young. Minot can't get it to go.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. The Nets have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Here's Minot. Outside Young. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Minot. Here's Pritchard. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Yet another bucket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Lloyd. And it's good. He hits another one.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Here's the three. And Las Vegas, another three.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Pritchard. The ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Basketball. Substitutions for your Nets. Kennedy, Cameron Thomas.
Outside Young. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't.
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
Lloyd.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Aldridge, and another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Las Vegas, another three.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Inside. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
From behind the arc. Good! That's another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Down low. Here's Lyles. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
And it's good for 2.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Kennedy. Tipped. Here's Lloyd. He's covered by Aldridge. And Las Vegas, another three.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And the Nets shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. They need this. Great D that time from Bane.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Knocks down the long J. A minute 20 left in the final quarter. Here's Aldridge. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Shots good by Lloyd. Here's Young. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Lyles. Soft touch off the glass.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistent.
Everybody
up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Lloyd. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposite. He swipes the ball away again.
And I can't believe what he's doing on defense. I mean, just racking up steals.
He just tied for the 4th most steals in a game ever.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Pass to Sarr. Williamson outside. Launches a three. Knocks down the triple. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. So it's Las Vegas picking up the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Zion, congratulations. The connection between you and Lonzo on the court is something special to see. Can you tell me more about that?
I mean, we just kind of give each other that look. No, we got to say like 2 words to each other and like, we already know what to do. He's a great passer, so I just get to my spots.
Keeping it simple. Thanks, Zion.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I'm way too busy to hate on a bank account, look like she banking on tips. I came up from nothing, was laying on and sleeping in bundles and paying no rent. Everyone loves you when fame don't exist. When I made $1 million, they said it, I switched. My watch is too pricey, my chain is on lit. My diamonds are icy, I'm skating on this. Skating like Gretzky back in the 80s and running from 12, but that isn't Brady. But that doesn't faze me, I keep to myself if that's what it takes me. The day that you play me, it be the same day me and Jennifer Lopez announced. Yeah, having some twins, there's 2 in the bag. You want the fame, but you wouldn't last. The difference between me and you is you trash. I'm really 100, you're doing too bad. Look, if I'm at a 10, then you like a 2. If you was a 10, then I'd be 200 divided by 2. I'm too good at math. Look, they got me started, I'm back on my nigga shit. I thought about for practice, like I've been auditioning. Cut it off when she started the bigger one. Cut it. They use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread and the things you would get. If you was...
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. How about we check the numbers for him?
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Las Vegas. Sarr out there with Williamson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's Lloyd in at the 3. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Moore in at the 7. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
That's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
Good. And so here is Indiana. After Las Vegas picked up 3 with their last shot. Here's Lloyd, defended by Mathurin. And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Now, here's Siakam. Down low. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Lloyd. Drops in the layup for 2. Lloyd's got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Sarr pulls it down.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And that one's good. Boy, he's got 9.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Inside, here's Mathurin. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Jokes and love and clap your hands. Here they are, your Indiana Pacers.
Standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
Last game for Las Vegas, they picked up the W against Brooklyn.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Stolen by Ball. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Here's Lloyd. And it's good for the 7th time this game.
For what? I think I know how to do it.
He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Moore. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Mathurin. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Lloyd. Hands it from downtown. Lloyd's got 18 points.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
You better expect me to get super strong-looking arms. You better expect me to get really strong-looking arms.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Yeah.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Tries again. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And the shot goes in.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Pacers trail by 16. Now, here's Siakam. Still scoreless. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
There's the drive. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's the break. Here's Lloyd. Ball, the pass to Lloyd. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Lloyd's got 27.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys.
The Pacers, Richard James Drew coming out of the court. Let's turn it up. How do they do it, fans?
Well, a key part of any shooting guard's job is to bury the three. For this group, that's been their M.O. since the midpoint of the season. You look at Nembhard, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
Yeah, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, you have to space the floor to score in the half court. Every one of these guys forces the defense to extend.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Washington.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Fire.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Siakam for three. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Lloyd's got his fourth rebound in this one. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lloyd's got 33.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Good on the triple.
His strong... shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Akwebu. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Las Vegas has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Lloyd. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Akwebu, he's covered by Ball. Mathurin for 3. Rebounded by Lloyd.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Bucket is good. Lloyd's got 45 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Akwebu passes to Moore. Akwebu, he's covered by Ball. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Now Randall, he's coming off a 16-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Pass to Nesmith. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Now, here's Nesmith. Here's Lloyd. What an incredible score. And another one falls.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe Bean Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Randall outside.
The first 2 minutes.
Now Las Vegas moving it up. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. Bane kicks the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Nailed from 3-point land.
3 points.
Lloyd's got 56 points in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Poked away. Randall passes to Mathurin. Randall a screen on Bane. 6 to shoot. Here's Mathurin. Back to Randall. Can they get it? Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's Lloyd. And another 3.
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Desmond Bane.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka Doncic is out there with Tyrese Maxey.